And I really hope you got a few minutes tonight because I ain't tired. There's a hell of a lot going on we got to talk about.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Wow, man, it's been too long. True Slinger coming at you one more time, episode 129. And as you can tell, I'm a little excited today. Why? Oh, I don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, man. Man, I've had my head down and to the grindstone. Me and Mama both. Ain't that right? Oh, yeah. I finished a big book, man. I finished Patriots and Traitors Fiction. Yes, it's in post-production. Yay! Yeah, that's why the lights are all on. We got the party going on. We're rocking. My life is going good. The world is going to shit, but my life is going really good right now. This boss I had, I'm telling you, Patriots and Traitors, I started out, okay? I'm not going to talk about how much money I made, okay? But let's just say, okay, I started with one thing, and when I failed up, I ended up making, like, a lot more. And God just threw, like, 2, 3, 4 books at me. And so guess what it's going to allow us to do? Guess what? We're getting Skylink, man. We're getting stinking 250 megabytes per second. I'm going to cut down every fucking tree that's in the way. Because I'm done with shitty internet, man. Oh, both of us just, I've probably spent hours adjusting booster antennas, okay, cell phone booster antennas, and it's just driving us nuts. And somebody said, hey, Starlink, and it was like real expensive to get into. It's like $600 for the equipment. But That's it. And some bitch, man, adjusts all the time, does its own shit, you know? So it's supposed to be smoking fast, and it's available here, and we got it. Thank you, Joel Beasley. Shout out to Joel Beasley for that one. He told me about it, and he gave me the money to pay for it. Thank you, Joel. So what does that mean for us? Shit, that means we're going live, baby. We're going to do live streaming. We've been wanting to do live streaming ever since, right? Ever since we started this show. I'm like, Mama's going, we got to do the live stream, right? Because the reason that part of the reason that I do this podcast is because we watched when we were unemployed and getting paid COVID money and all this kind of stuff. Remember during 2020? Right? Laying around on the couch all night watching America melt, right? I was like huh?
Riots.
Yeah, I'd fall asleep to riots every night. And we'd been listening to Black Lives Matter. I mean, I heard it in my sleep, okay? And so we got turned on to live streaming, restreamers. And we fell in love with about 2, 3, 4. I've mentioned them already. What, Jeff Mack, Steve Oatley, John Doe, yeah, our favorite stoner. And anyway, it's great. For some reason, Wolf and Evie, these are people like that I aspire to be, somebody that's familiar. It's a voice that you hear and that, you put on my dang show and you go and do the dishes or whatever, and you're just listening because I'm a part of your life, hopefully. That's what I aspire to be to, because that's what these other people mean to me. And I feel like I have a personal relationship with them, right? So that's how we got kind of turned on to this whole thing. And when we got into the news business, we're like, oh man, there's just no way. We tried a live stream, and it worked. We got Anders. We got Anders on board with us through the live stream. He was our first live stream person, but we couldn't restream anything, and so we can't really comment on the news or tell you about what the hell's going on as it's going on. Okay, so has that been a big deal? Well, no. A lot of these live streamers, they've been struggling, like really bad. In 2020, a lot of them made it big, and they got a lot of people watching, and then they got a lot of subscribers, and then they started making a lot of cash. They're monetized, which of course I'm not. But this will get me quicker to being monetized, and of course they all have donations open, and so I don't necessarily want to do this for money. But if I could defer the cost of doing the news and I could get some, ability to get some income going on so that we can start going local, which is the other thing we're going to do, right? And this is cool because I saw other streamers grow through this as they bought equipment and upgraded and did this stuff, right? And then they introduced like a new phase of their show or whatever. So, yeah, we're going to go out live. We've identified here in Maine. Okay, yeah, so, right. So what's going on? So, yeah, we're going to go live. We're going to start reporting on local news. And business is good, and my I did a good bad boss story. Just to wrap that up, if you're interested. Again, he wasn't during the show. I said John's not a bad boss, and this morning he made a suggestion yesterday that I got to get on Google Chat. Is that it? Yeah, Google Chat. Which, I mean, I've been playing with computers since the TRS-80, but I'm still sometimes like a Neanderthal. I get, into a situation where it's like, I know how to use this, and I don't want to use anything else. And so I was trying to use Gmail. I don't know if you guys use Gmail, but holy crap, it was designed by a woman. That's all I got to say. And if anybody out there's offended, but I mean, the whole linear thing is gone. It's like grouped into categories together, and I can't find shit it's like going in my wife's purse, right? So, and she doesn't have one anymore. That's why she doesn't have one anymore. So anyway, it was kind of going poorly, and the communication was just, God. And I'm pulling my teeth out. The guy's yelling at me, and I'm like, I don't like to be yelled at, and, well, it wasn't going well. And so I'm like, this morning I woke up, man, I've been trying. And I mean, I've been praying about it. I've been trying to show the love of Christ and all that kind of stuff because I want to be better, And so I'm getting really frustrated. And then this morning I did on the Google Chat thing, and I got on there, and man, it's just like Upwork. And it's linear, and we started real-time communicating, right? And he's staying, like, late, and so he waits for me to wake up. And we, like, put in, like, a good 7 hours, 8 hours. We put in a long day. And man, we laid some shit down, man. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to get my second paycheck off this thing. So we really pulled it out. And when I say we, I mean that. And so John, if you ever look at my cast, that's honest and sincere. We did this together. I was frustrated, you were frustrated, and you came up with that great idea with a Google. And man, we got on there, and boy, we did have a productive day. We played tennis all day, and we just cleared up the stuff. And I wanted. He started treating me more like, or I felt like I was more in the environment I was in with Joel the other day. Okay, where he started out with a good attitude in the morning, and boy, the other day we started. I mean, my hands were shaking. I was about to puke, and me and Mama were fighting by 11 o'clock, and I was ready to quit. And boy, I tell you, today was, man, she's working with me. She's proofreading me. You know, we got her the headphones on, and so the error rate went down. Everything got better, and so that's really wonderful. And that boosted my confidence a lot, and it got everything back on track. And it was very difficult. And I guess the reason that I mention that is I don't want to just tell you information about myself or ourselves, but I want to tell you what it means to me, because I was trying to express to Jennifer that I have this sense the last couple of days, and the best way I can sort of explain it is if you've ever seen like a Terminator movie, and Terminator is like looking at someone, and then all of a sudden a heads-up display just goes, or a topographical map or something just blah, 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 goes down over the thing, and all of a sudden all the buildings, right, they're all outlined and green, and right, with information. And well, I got kind of like something like that going on, and it's a difficult way. It's kind of like the book of Revelation, very difficult when you sort of have visions or feelings or dreams or experiences that are of the spirit. They're so difficult to explain in the language that we have because, well, I mean, how do you explain a color that doesn't exist, for example? So what I wind up is with this very hobbled way to try to explain in human terms what's going on, but also like when you put the transparency down over the top, and now there's a new dimension, Google Maps is the same way. You put the overlay, right? The overlay for the topographical map or whatever overlay, and then the lines come on. It's like that. And what it is though, it's an overall feeling about life, what's happening, what's going on in my life personally, and in general in the world. And let me tell you something. If you've been watching me, and like I said, I've been corrected. If you're looking to me that maybe I'm like a tuning fork spiritually, and you're looking to me as a harbinger, right, of things to come, I stand corrected. I like harbinger, but anyway, if that's something that you, man, look out. I'm telling you, look out. Today, just the last 3 days, but today. But for me, what's happening is I'm kind of understanding everything in my life in a new way, in a new perspective. And much of the reason for why I have lived the way I have lived up to now, in order that I might be best prepared for what is to come. Let me give you an example. I don't know the way you arrange your life from a standpoint of cleanliness, okay? I wouldn't want to invite someone into my home right now. I have a husky that exploded, okay? There's hair, and I mean, dude, everywhere, okay? And I was running the vacuum for a few days, okay? But like I'm under the gun here, okay? I mean, I had thousands of dollars in paychecks, and I couldn't lose jobs. And so, man, you know what? You go into the kitchen, you make some food, you stick in the sink, so there's dishes in the sink. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, I have been in my life much worse, okay? When I got during Depression in Tennessee, I got to the, like, almost hoarder-ish at some point because, and again, I'm not going to explain myself too much because I understand. But, when you start to, like, have a person in your life that has an illness, and you don't even know they're ill. And so you don't know you're dealing with a situation for years on end, and you start wondering, why is my life the way it is? You misunderstand things, and you get confused, right? Well, that being said, I thought about this yesterday or today. I thought, what's going to happen if Armageddon breaks loose, all hell breaks loose, there's no water, food, electricity, all that shit, right? The creature comforts are completely gone, right? Who is going to be more comfortable in any circumstance when he finds a place to crawl into a corner with kind of a soft blanket, right? For a few minutes and, I don't know, a hamburger. And there's nothing else, right? Well, or in dirty conditions, living in dirty conditions and going, hey, man, whatever, okay? We all have a certain life that we do not share with others because we are embarrassed or ashamed, whether that's our thought life or whether that's our physical life. But apart from figuring out what is sin, okay? I mean, like, you grew up your whole life. This is just an example. You grew up your whole life, cleanliness is next to godliness. Oh, is it? You find me that verse in the Bible. So that, when I fail to, and you know what? I've come to the conclusion, freaking genius, right? I don't like cleaning. Never have. Good at it. Good at it because I've worked as a janitor before. I've scrubbed toilets before. I've scrubbed down kitchens, commercial kitchens. I'm good at cleaning. I'm good at cleaning my own stuff. I don't like to do it. And what happens is it falls by the wayside. And I have a wife that cannot do it. Okay, physically is unable to do it. So I said, wow, you know what? I got to hire somebody. I got a problem to solve. Well, now I know I have the problem. I couldn't identify the problem. There was just something wrong with me. You understand? I hope you do, because I understand. That's really all that matters, is that much is coming is, and I think that I think for a lot of Christians, many people have been perhaps raised up anachronistically. And what I mean by that, if you don't understand the word, is that I felt like I was raised up to preach, and I learned and I got all prepared for a lot of stuff way before my time. But the feeling that I am getting now is a very deep, convicted feeling that this is it. This is it. This is what God made me for, right? And get out of the way. And y'all better put your safety belts on, because I'm going to start sharing news with you. I don't know how long it's been. I told you. I hope you ain't got no place to go. A lot of people bail out after the first 3 or 4 or 5 minutes anyway, right? But I don't know who's sticking with me the whole time. I know I got a few people, and I do that. I do this, honest to God. I do this for an audience of about 3 people, I think. But I've got some other people. I've got some really encouraging comments lately, sharing that song about Oliver Anthony. And he's got another one out, and somebody asked me to follow up on Oliver Anthony. What's the name of the song? It's about the world, about the war, but it's called I Want to Go Home. Oh, my God. I can't play that for you tonight. I don't want to cry. But I've been thinking about doing a couple of things. One of them, and you can let me know as you're liking, subscribing, sharing, do all that. Don't you love that segue, how I just throw that in there? I'm as smooth as anything. While you're doing all that down there, okay, you can, tell me what you think if I start doing some reaction videos. And not necessarily even traditional reaction videos, because I don't want to I'm going to hear certain things, but they still emotionally move me. So if it's all right with you, I was going to get on and be emotionally moved together, number one. And number two, there's a collection of some music that I have from my past, some church music, some gospel music. And I just want to do a little singing along and see if you like it. Music that personally moved me, and I was there when it was recorded. So, yeah, so I'd like to do that, because that always gets me going. So, yeah, tell me what you think about that. Whether you think that's a good idea or not, I don't know. At this point, I don't think I could confuse the artificial intelligence anymore. I mean, I think it's got its foot on my neck anyway. So, I mean, I used to be really worried about, being consistent with the way I do things. But, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, like I got a list, right? Now this list, man, look at this list. This is, see, oh, you can't see anything. It's the whole thing's filled, all right? Okay. So I'm just going to talk about it. I'm going to react to it. And, I'll give you the details that I know off the top of my head, right? The important ones. Because there's so much, like literally, it's the truth. There is so much that I can't take 5 minutes on a story. You can't. Okay. Like, for example, I mean, I'm writing it down, still writing down more. Okay. East Palestine. What's been, 200 days. Since Joe's been to East Palestine.
No, he never went.
Or no, since he's said he was going to go. Right. Never went. Nope. Son of a bitch. Right? I mean, come on. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Then he goes to Hawaii. Oh, if you have not looked up the footage of Joe in Hawaii, you got to go look it up. Now, the people that probably watch this show probably are up on some of this news, right? And so, at this point, I'm going to get distracted if I go into the Twitter feed. There's just so much I've been writing down all day. This son of a bitch went to Hawaii. He went and he took like 5 hours out of his time on his vacation, where he was vacationing, Lake Tahoe, billionaire's house. Goes down there with Jill, because, of course, Jill goes with him everywhere. Why is that? Maybe because he can't go anywhere by himself. And he goes to Hawaii, and he pulls the same shit that he did when he pulled on the Gold Star families and other people in the past. The guy doesn't have an empathetic damn bone in his body. And, I was listening to Fox News. I think Greg Gutfeld was saying, and I love Greg Gutfeld. He's right about a lot of things. But he's giving Joe too much credit. He's saying, oh, well, I know at one point maybe he was that empathetic guy, and now, he's just not there, and he doesn't have it. And I'm like, oh, no, fuck you. I'm sorry. That's way too generous. All you see is the fact that the dementia, okay, has created someone that is so shitty at playing the game that they played their whole fucking life, okay, that it's so obvious that it's like, oh, my God, that is a device that you use to empathize with people. And so the son of a bitch, while up to 1,000 people may be burnt to a fucking crisp, and they won't release. The fucking Democrats will not release how many children have been burnt to a crisp. As a matter of fact, they manhandled a fucking reporter, an independent citizen journalist that flew there from fucking Kentucky. Okay? Live streamers to the rescue again and asked the fucking hard questions that nobody else would. And you know what they did? The big sons of bitches muscled the son of a bitch, put him in a fucking headlock, wouldn't let him ask the question, how many of those people are kids? That was the question. How many of those people, that 300 bodies so far, they have the fucking charred remains? Bones don't burn. A child's femur is this long. Wouldn't answer the questions. Not only that, the son of a bitch, mayor of Lacana, what's that? What's it called? No, I know. Kahana. The mayor shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. That's not the question. Not to mention, 5 fucking hours it turned him to get the water turned on. Because some mother... Can't say those two words together. Somebody wouldn't release the water because of some caca plant or some bullshit for 5 hours. 5 hours. But what astounds me is, why didn't somebody throw a fucking hose into the pond and go, fuck you? The island is on fire. I'll deal with the consequences later. When is it going to happen? Not to mention, they fucking put up barriers in the roads. in Lahana. So people wouldn't go over the road and leave. And only the people that went around the fucking barrier survived. You better go around the fucking barrier, people. Do you hear what I'm saying? On to my next story. Yeah, lockdowns are coming again. What did I just say before? You better fucking go around the barrier. Do not fucking comply. I am done complying. Fucking done. And you better be too. You fucking better be too. Get off your ass and do something. Read what's below me. Or you will die. There's a real world example, okay? Real world example. People followed the rules and they died. Okay? Not to mention, God, that isn't even written down. Another athlete fell, 18-year-old athlete on the soccer field, fell fucking dead. Myocarditis everywhere, okay? Swelling, inflammation around the heart, okay? We watched a video the other day. I didn't even report on it, okay? Most of the fucking people that took this vaccine are going to be sick or dead in 5 fucking years. Babies getting problems and aborted, okay? This whole fucking thing has been a psyop. And let me go back to this Hawaii thing. See, how long have I been on the Hawaii subject? I can't even get off Hawaii. There's a whole fucking list of shit here, and I'm in 5 minutes into this fucking thing about Hawaii. Okay? I'll tell you something else. Okay? Fucking try to blame it on global warming. Ugh. Okay? It's eco-terrorism, number one. At minimum. What? No. Okay. It could be totally fucking Democrat incompetence and going, well, we don't want to clean up all the fucking brush, just like in California. Okay? And then the whole thing just because all the fuel, right? Because they don't clean it up. Because God cleans it up every so often. And if you don't fucking clean it up, God will with a fucking lightning bolt. Okay? But that ain't how it happened. Believe you me, we're going to find out that ain't the way it fucking happened. Okay? This shit was eco-terrorism. Okay? It was arson. I guarantee you it is. I guarantee it is. But not only that, mark my words. Okay? This was fucking done to take the heat off of the Biden administration. And you go, well, but there's more heat on the wall. Yeah, there is. Okay? But that's because they couldn't manage their stupid psyop. And it went way worse than they expected it to be. And they went, oh, well, I guess we'll start some fires and then, there'll be smoke and people will be on the beaches and, but it'll be okay. Except the whole fucking place is run by Democrats. Okay? And the whole place is managed by green standards. Okay? Which is full of all the bullshit that's not there to have anything to do with the ecology or greenness or the welfare of the planet. Okay? And so what happened was it went way past where it was supposed to go. And I did that one time. I set a damn fire to see how a field would burn. Bad mistake. Bad mistake. Okay? I could have killed half of a town. Last town I lived in. Dumbass I was. Okay? But I wasn't even trying to be malicious. These fuckers set it on fire. I guarantee you it did. There's no way the fires just covered the whole island like this. Okay? I don't believe it. Right? Multiple angles and all that. I don't buy it. And so yeah, so that's how evil our fucking administration is, in my humble opinion, right? Got no problem with creating the biggest, I can't even say natural disaster, most death toll from a fucking fire, a wildfire like ever in United States history. No, everybody's closed mouth. And they're not, more. See, there's more. There's more. Oh, yeah. The agencies, the rescue agencies, anybody that was coming there for aid was told not to broadcast pictures or any information about what was going on there. No videos, no photos. They're blocking all press. Okay? Furious. I'm livid. I listened to some gospel the other night, okay? And for 20 minutes I went to a fugue, okay? Begging Jesus to come back. I've never prayed like this in my life. This is what I'm trying to tell you people. I have never uttered the kind of prayer that has come out of my soul in the past days. Right? Oh, man. You know, and like I said, 200 days. East Palestine got nothing. I mean, at least everybody got $700 over there. And then the son of a bitches go, well, you know, the regulations are the female and the $700 gift cards and you're just like, fuck you. You're sending $110 billion at this point, plus, to Ukraine on real questionable. I don't know who's signing this fucking legislation. Has anybody fucking declared war yet? Don't you think we should declare war before we spend $120 fucking billion? But they got no problem. But yeah, no, man, now maybe just like a few hundred fucking million or maybe a couple of billion, huh? You know, but it's the same shit. You know, we got our people laying in the streets, homeless, our people hungry, okay? And we're fucking bussing migrants around here in Maine. They moved them out of the expo center and they moved them into some hotels or somewhere. Okay, and now tonight, other story. Scott Libido moving on in the news, as they say. Scott Libido in New York. Okay, New York City. Scott Libido, I told you about him. He's a visual artist. He's on the right. And he's pissed off because they're putting 300 military age, non-vetted refugees, I guess you want to call them, illegal sons of bitches in a building across the street, Catholic church, full of school, young, preteen, and I think young teen children, middle school, I think. So he gets on and he sends out a 3-point alarm, right? All points bullet. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Danger, danger. Will Robinson, you better get the fuck done. This guy, if you never look up Scott Libido, listen to a couple of his rants, dude. Please. Please. Okay? He is a warrior. And he walked right the fuck in there and he said, you fucking people, are you proud of yourself? This is across from a school. You, shaming them, right? So guess what? He goes, you everybody better get the hell down here, right? Tonight at whatever, 7 something, right? Not but fucking like an hour after he put out the blast. He's standing right there in front of the venue, and there's a Verizon truck doing work on the pole. And all Verizon customers in the New York area got a little note that... Huh? Just the neighborhood? Yeah. That cell phone service may not be available for the next couple of weeks. You know, sketchy. They got problems. Starting today.
When are the migrants moving in?
Shutting down the fucking communications so that people can't text each other and go, come. That's what they're doing. It's the same shit the way Antifa organizes, but they won't do that. They won't do that to Antifa because Antifa is the political wing of the Democratic National Convention. And by extension, at this point, the fucking United States government. Because it's controlled by the fucking communists. And I'm going to start calling them fucking commies. I'm done. Socialist bullshit. Fuck that shit. They're communists. Okay? I just listened to today, another piece of news, moving on in the news. Stupid asshole climate activists that glued themselves to the road in Washington, D.C. Super glued. They were the best moment of my day, actually. We watched it. I was like, I knew it. I'm like, you know what? The summer of love wasn't looking too damn good when it started out. But boy, it's really shaping up to end with a bang. You know, it's really looking good. This guy glued himself down. And the cop just ripped him right off the thing. And he goes, it fell back on the concrete. I laughed my ass off for like 5 minutes. Medics walked up, you know. Yeah, it hurts when you get your hand glued to it and you yank it off. Well, how the hell did you think it would get taken off? A pancake flipper? Dumbass. So, a scraper. You know, they put some water on it first, but it was super glue. I don't know if you've ever tried to dissolve super glue with water. It don't work. So yeah, but what was the point of this story? Was that the person said, we are here to call for Joe Biden to call for a climate emergency so that he can enact all the powers that he doesn't have right now, all emergency powers. And he can go by and bypass Congress and do all this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my fucking God. Okay? Like, Schoolhouse Rock is like, doesn't belong here, boy. Fuck the Constitution, fuck the three branches of government, fuck legislation. It should be a dictatorship so that he could just enact the shit that's good for everybody. God damn it, it's good for the planet. Coming for your gas stoves, coming from your fucking water heaters. Yeah, they're going to go high efficiency on water heaters. Hello, then you're going to need electricity to run a fucking water heater. Okay, because you have to have a fan to extract the rest of you can't fucking heat water. Okay, legally then, because it's less than 95% efficient, 4%. I used to design the fucking appliances. That's what I did. Manage the engineering departments. I got 17 patents. Okay, these fucking guys are just going to regulate all the gas appliances out, and they want to come for the fucking wood stoves. Yeah, well, good luck with that shit. Good luck with my gun, too. Fuck you. Okay, I'll make a wood stove out of a barrel. Dumbasses. So anyway, okay, yeah. So this is all about authoritarianism. And they want to use the climate crisis to take power. Surprise. Okay? I don't know how long you've been watching me, but it doesn't take too far to get there, right? Now, I think everything I've given you is solid. And at some point in time, we were all standing around going, maybe this is a conspiracy theory. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's coordinated effort everywhere. The lesbians, the homosexuals, the transgenders, the immigration, all of it. All of it. All of it. All the money to Ukraine. Largest money laundering operation in history. Oh, and guess who's dead? Just guess. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, more news. On to more news. Yeah. Prigozhin. Remember that guy? The pesky little Wagner guy that was going to, just march on over to Moscow and threaten, doing a coup. Yeah. Went down in a plane. Him and 7 other people. Poor bastards. Probably entire brain trust. Yeah, so I wonder how he's going to spend that billion or so, $15 billion he ran across. Remember that $15 billion? It's probably in Russia's hands now. Okay? You get what I'm saying here? This is so fucked up, okay? Oh, man. China's quiet today. I haven't heard nothing about them on the China front, right? Okay. All right. Oh, active shooter. Oh, dead active shooter. Sorry. Was a very active shooter. Yeah, shot over 1,000 rounds, man. Guy got pissed off because he was getting evicted. It was apparently his dad's house. Dad died. Was the brothers. Maybe got sold. Something like that. But the guy had more right to be there than anybody. More right than the squatters that came home when the Marine came home from, I don't know. And then the people were squatting there, and then the cops arrested him for trying to break in his own house. Yeah. So, guess what? He said, no. And he loaded up, and 30 mags later, he was dead. But I'm sure he had a hell of a time on the way. And I'm sure he had it up to fucking here and said, I don't care, I want to go home. And he did a suicide by cop. And I get it. I get it. I don't suggest anyone come here from law enforcement that does not have a warrant. And I don't know, even if you have a warrant, I'm not so sure. Because I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just saying. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just saying I don't trust law enforcement. I don't trust the process. Okay, that you're going to come here and go, well, you were driving near Washington, D.C. on that day. We're going to throw you in a hole forever. No. I'll never see the light of day, man. Right? And so, yeah, people are hot now. I'm just telling you. So, Trump arrests going on today. People turning themselves in. Rudy Giuliani, what? He's what, like 98? How old is he? Yeah, had to go in and, yep, they took mug shots, right? Now, let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. What's a mug shot for? What's a mug shot for? Like, a mug shot is so that the government has like an official picture of you, right? Just in case you might abscond and, I don't know, your family is not cooperative giving up your photo album and you never made it to high school graduation, so they don't even have a high school fucking picture of you, okay? That's what it's for. Not for some of the most recognized people on the planet in the day and age of the internet, where you can get online and go, well, I don't know, what does Jenna Ellis look like? Put it on an APB on Jenna Ellis. Hey, do we have a picture of Jenna Ellis? No, man, I don't know. We didn't take a picture of her. Fuck. Is that why we're taking a picture of Donald Trump? Because we're going to need to find him if he decides to abscond. We won't know what he looks like to fucking find him. Think, people. Think. You've been programmed your whole life, and we've been cutting the end off the ham, and we've been taking pictures of people all the fucking time when we got a pan big enough to hold the ham. All right? But again, what it is it's we've been brainwashed. We've been trained how to think, how to act, and people better start waking up. All right, what else? Quick. Okay, yeah. Judge Cannon apparently catches Jack Smith, the evil Jack Smith, who is prosecuting, what's the difference? Donald Trump, in Florida, apparently was still running the grand jury in Washington and trying to do investigation and those powers and doing, yeah, not good. Very sleazy. Got caught red-handed, got shut down. Doesn't mean the stuff in Florida went away, but boy, it's just another, it doesn't look good.
There's debates and interviews tonight.
Okay, yeah. Donald Trump's getting interviewed tonight by Tucker Carlson, and you got your choice of that or the debates. I think I want to do the debates first, and we'll look at the interview later. We think that Donald Trump should have sat with Tucker Carlson and watched the debate.
Yeah.
And that's what that would have been cool. That would have been cool, right? Okay, so, all right, LA's melting today. Leave our kids alone. There's a whole bunch of people out there, Armenians out there, and they came out with a big. And what I love about our side is we've got all the resources. We got the money, we got the construction companies, we got the trucks, we got the money to buy the speakers and get the rigs, and we got the flags, and we got all this shit, and we can print banners because we got the money, right? I mean, the other side is not grassroots, right? They ship in all the signs. Oh no. Man, these rednecks out there in L.A., man, boy, they do it right. They had 4 stereos, and they're playing Tom McDonald, American flag, revolute, revolute, and the Armenians are out, and then the Antifa came, right? Guess who got arrested? Just guess. Yeah, some of the concerned parents saying, "Leave our kids alone." Yeah, they were being too rowdy there. They got arrested. People aren't going to put up with this shit much longer. And what's going to happen, see, and what Jen is telling me, you know what they're doing? They're simply playing the odds game. If there's 5 people there that are agitated by a group of an Antifa and the crowd is 100 people, they'd rather contain the 5 and arrest the 5, right? Than try and get the lawbreakers because they're outnumbered, right? But what's going to happen is it's a matter of time. More of us than more of them are we're going to finally go, you know what? I'm not fucking coming into work tomorrow. I'm sorry. I got to go. Because, all of us are working. These sons of bitches are all paid agitators. They're all on the payroll. Smoking crack, meth, whatever the hell, man, dyeing their hair Kool-Aid colors and shit. They're all paid by George Soros, the Democratic National Convention. I don't know. What difference does it make? It's all the same thing. It's all fucking dark, sleazy money. Okay, so, all right, Prigozhin's dead. Well, that's good. Oliver Anthony told you I'm going to be doing another, wow. But he's making $40,000 a day. That's awesome. And he's not doing anything. He's just cutting some more music, right, out in the woods. It's awesome. I love the guy. Let me see. Is that it? Oh, Jordan Peterson. Let's just end on this. And then Jordan Peterson has been ordered by the Canadian band Poobahs of Philadelphia that he is to report for re-education because basically it's like double hearsay. It's like triple hearsay. People that are connected to somebody that said something about something that they heard that he did. And so now he's been, I don't know, convicted of bad psychological whatever practices. And he doesn't respect pronouns or I don't know, something. And he's going to be ordered to re-education. Otherwise, they're going to strip him of his license in psychiatry, in clinical psychiatry, I think, which he's invested a whole hell of a lot of time in his life. And, I thought to myself, at this point, he's rich. What the hell? Who cares? But you know what? I wouldn't want to have mine taken away. He earned it. Not only that, then he can't practice. What if he still enjoys practicing, which I think he does? He still sees patients. So, yeah, re-education camps, okay? But here's what it comes down to, boys and girls. We're in a revolution here. Wake up. Wake up. Somebody's got to go to some fucking re-education camp somewhere along the line. It's either going to be you and me, or it's going to be fucking them. And I don't care that they call us fucking Nazis anymore. I don't care. I don't care. Call me what you want. You're fucked in the head. You can't think like this. And you're going to go learn about this country and about real slavery and how it really fucking happened or whatever. And if you don't like it, you can fucking leave or you can hang or something. Okay? I mean, not that extreme, but you know what I'm talking about. This is fucking bullshit. I'm done. Okay? I am done being shamed. And everybody else needs to be too. And that's the action item for you. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? We're living in a revolution. Stop thinking that your ideas are radical. Us being calm is not going to... Look, I have an ex-wife, okay? And for years, she's a psychopath. And it took me years to figure out that no amount of what I did on the other end, trying to appeal to some sort of sense of... They don't have that. It's not there. You're talking to a fucking wall. And those people will march you into a train car. People. Those Kool-Aid-haired people, if they learn how to get their finger on the trigger, will march your shit into a you know what I'm talking about. All right, that about covers it, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but it's been a while, and the day has just been insane. But guys, it's not going to get better. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse from here. There's no other way around it, and I'm telling you, it's coming. I mean, I'm not going to be able to keep up with it. But again, we're excited that we're going to be like, share, subscribe, because we're going to be doing this stuff live now. And that's exciting. We're super excited about that. And we love you for your support and all that stuff. And so I'm Truth Slinger, and it's Hippie Chick, and we're out.